Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
The regular season is over, and now it's time for the playoffs. It's Kalonji Pro-Profile versus SSL FC, and it's next.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to ASMG's coverage of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division Fall Playoffs for the 2023 season. Larry Weaver here, bringing you all the coverage for tonight's matchup here at Charlie Jordan Field at Shiloh Stadium. Two teams that call this field home, two teams that are basically a part of each other. SSL once a part of the Kalonji system. They are now on their own this year. Started in the spring. They earned promotion from Division 1 into Premier, and they've made it into the playoffs. It's going to be 41 degrees tonight. It's going to be a very, very cold night. Wind gusting to 14 miles an hour. We've covered many of these matches for both SSL and Kalonji throughout this season. Wind stays up on top a little bit, so that ball's going to hold in the air. But it is going to feel it down there on the field. There's not going to be any music today. It's just going to be a straight walkout. We look at how we got here to the playoffs. You can see tonight, Kalonji Pro-Profile, that's actually not the latest and greatest. Kalonji, with their win, they ended up taking on SSL. They will also be, when you look at the table here, Atlanta Rovers, they're going to be taking on Potros. Atlanta United are taking on Atlanta City. Dalton, they get a first-round bye. They will take on the lowest seed that win in this first round. We'll see who makes it to that next round. You look at how Kalonji got to this point. Lost to Dalton United off the bat. Came back with wins over FC Birmingham and SSL, which was a massive battle between the two. SSL took the lead. Kalonji had to fight back to win that match, and it went back to forth in the second half. Were able to beat the Rovers, draw to Los Tigres, a win over Atlanta City, over Vinotinto, lost to Potros. They've been a really good team this fall season. You look at how SSL got here, didn't expect them to get to this far. Were able to have good wins over Atlanta City, North Georgia, lost to Kalonji, of course, wins over Vinotinto, the Legends. UMA really had a good bat there in the middle of the season and really had a good path. They were in the top of the table throughout the entire season, and then they find themselves into the playoffs, go down a little bit, a few steps with that loss that they had on the last week of the season that gave Kalonji a victory. Unfortunately, North Georgia United, they didn't have enough players to make that match, so it ended in a win for Kalonji. They're going to get us kicked off in the white kits. They're going to be moving from right to left. SSL, they're in their all red kits. They're going to be moving from left to right. We are underway here at Charlie Jordan Field in Shiloh Stadium. This is going to be an interesting one. Like we're talking about, this is SSL's first season in the Premier. And there's a little bit of a chip right off the bat on SSL. Like I said, it's in the mid-40s right now, wind gusts of 13 miles an hour. So you're definitely gonna feel it tonight. Kalonji Pro-Profile with a few old names back in their roster for the playoffs. You've got Junior Sandoval, you've got Tony Tiente. We've even heard of some other old names from UPSL greats like Atletico Atlanta's roster coming into their team. We'll see if that is the case. You also have Anthony Sumo at the top. Got to keep your eye on him. He had such a great season. Want to give a shout out as we start early here, talk about the Golden Boot for the regular season. Hats off to Matthew Dijon from Atlanta United Academy, earning the Golden Boot for the fall season with those 14 goals. Fantastic work from Matt to earn that Golden Boot. This is going to be the first of many corners I would expect in this match. It's going to be on SSL. It's going to be an out swinger to start us off. Whipped in a little short, cleared out by Kalonji, but they get it right back. Lifted into the box, but it goes out, and it easily grab for Henry. He just has to go run it down. You see Kamani Irving is back in the back line for Kalonji. He was not in the squad for that match that unfortunately got canceled for North Georgia, but it was the first time that we had seen Daphma in the roster. He's been out for many weeks. It's good to see that he's back in the Kalonji roster. Here's a chance working around over to the mid. Takes the shot, and he pulls it wide. We did not get an updated roster for either squad for this match, so we're going to have to fill in a few names as we go along. Luckily, we've covered most of both of these teams' matches, so we'll be able to cover for the most part. Nesma retrieves the ball for SSL. He's going to get us back underway. It was Williams who was up there on top that was trying to have a shot and just pulled that one. Here's a run down the left-hand side. Over to the middle. Shot taken, and he just pulled that one and slipped as he took that shot, and it's out for another goal kick. As soon as I get all the roster for both of these teams, I'll make sure that you hear who is providing us with some of this entertaining soccer tonight. Tuesday night, first round of the playoffs here in Georgia. Thank you for joining us here tonight on the ASMG YouTube channel. Always don't forget to like and subscribe for all the hard work that we do here at ASMG. We thank you for joining us. Ball's thrown in by Kalonji. Working down that line, knocked out. It'll be a throw for Kalonji. That shot that was taken a little bit ago was by Oyambo, and he just got way underneath that ball. Irving, he's able to get the ball free. Good press by SSL. There's a win, but it's going to be considered a foul. Psalm not thinking that that was a foul for SSL. Both of these teams, very similar styles, of course, because they're coming from the same system. 4-3-3 is their traditional lineup. William goes back to Sumo, but Sumo's not able to get it to Pavlovsky. Ochoa, he was able to get that ball released. They, unfortunately, not able to control it over to John, and it's going to go out for throw for SSL, or for Kalonji, excuse me. Savory with the throw in. Back to Kamani. Kamani and Kevin Diaz, the two center backs for Kalonji tonight. They have been a pair together for the last few weeks with Daphma's absence. Tiente, he's looking for a path forward. He gets it to Sandoval. Sandoval goes back to Tiente. Over to Sumo. Sumo takes a shot. Deflected. On the outside, whipped in. Not able to get it to Sandoval. That shot was taken by Williams, and it's way out, and it will be a goal kick. Good work by Kalonji there in those first few moments. 7 minutes into the match, still 0-0. Like we said, this is the first round of the playoffs. Second round, the semifinals, we'll see Dalton United take on the lowest seed that makes it through this first round. We have two other matches that are going on. Tonight, you also have Atlanta Rovers versus Potros, and you have Atlanta United Academy taking on Atlanta City. If we get any updates on any scores, we will definitely let you know, as those matches are should be currently playing as we speak. Sumo, he's dancing his way through the midfield, gives it back to Irving, and Irving is able to get it forward, and Tiente not able to control that ball. It's going to go out for throw for SSL. Coach Tomasi really doing a fantastic job with SSL this season. Really didn't have a lot of high, wasn't really looked at as is going to be high up the table as they are. Expected them to come in and make some noise, maybe end up about mid-table. Did not expect them to be at the top of the table throughout the season. They really looked quite well this season, SSL. Have to say the same for Potros FC. They did take a season off, got their house in order, and they came back with a vengeance, and they really looked good throughout the entire regular season, making their way into the playoffs. Let's see what they can do against Atlanta Rovers. Here's Sumo around the defender. He takes it with his left, but saved by Nesma. Great save by the keeper. Nesma having a very good season so far for SSL. Played every minute for SSL this season. You look at this regular season, 12 games. Only 31 goals scored, 25 goals allowed for SSL. +6 goal differential, Kalonji Pro-Profile. 31 goals scored, 23 goals allowed, +8. So these teams are almost identical. Not just identical in rosters and stadium and everything else about them, but also on the score sheets as well. These two teams, all these players have played with each other for many, many years, both teams combined, so they know each other quite well. And when we talk about that match that they had in the regular season, we cannot talk about what could be the goal of the season completed by Patrick Okonkwo here in the next few days. ASMG will be releasing goals of the season, and the top goals are going to be voted by you, the fans. So watch out for that data as it comes across very, very soon. As it stands right now in the 11th minute, Kalonji Pro-Profile, SSL FC 0-0. Morquinho with the steal. A give and go to Morquinho. He's working down this near side, but he's getting too far in front, and Irving is able to knock that ball out. It'll be a throw for SSL. In from John. John's going to try to get it forward. Just missed on that pass. Savory cuts it off. Gives Junior Sandoval a chance to get that ball forward. Not able to get it straight to Sumo, but still able to control it is Williams. Got it back to Tony Tiente. Diaz, he's going to go all the way back to Henry. Tony Tiente spent the season with Atlanta United too. Fantastic season with them after his season was over and the contract settled. Comes back to Kalonji Pro-Profile for the last bit of the season and ready for the playoffs. There's a shot right off the top bar. What a shot there from SSL. I have to see who it was that had that shot because I didn't even see it. It was so fast. SSL with control. Ohana, he goes over to John. Sent back forward. A little bit of a mistake by the Kalonji midfielder. Gives a chance for SSL working down that far side. Trying to get it up to Sam. He's able to get it back over to Kalabali. But Kalabali cannot get that up to Cervera. Pavlovsky cuts it off and he clears it away. Tiente being double teamed by Cervera and Kubali, but still able to get the ball released is Kalonji. Savory, he gets it forward. And that one gets knocked out. It will be a throw for Kalonji. Savory is going to throw it in. Williams. Sandoval. Sumo. Sumo able to jump over that challenge. Pavlovsky back to Tiente. Pavlovsky. Tiente. Savory. Tiente. Here's a long stretch of possession by Kalonji. Williams, bad pass trying to get it to Sumo. Now here's another opportunity for SSL. Leonard goes back to Ochoa. He's able to get it to Cervera. He has to go back to Ochoa. Ohana now to John. Pressed down, had nowhere to go, had to go back to the back line. Sent long on that far side, not able to get it. to Sam. Tiente with possession for Kalonji. Irving had to think smartly about that. Controlled the ball, was able to get it forward. Savory, able to control it. Cannot get it past John, but it's out for a throw. SSL trying to get something forward, just not able to do it. Kalonji moving it forward, but Irving sent that ball forward where nobody was, and it was easily recovered by SSL. Morquinho is able to get that ball to John. Ohana cut off by Kalonji, but not able to control it. Morquinho now, he's on a run on the near side. He's got to take the shot. Just pulls it wide. Good try by Morquinho, and he just pulls that one wide. That was a good opportunity by Morquinho. Watch it here on the sub. Replay. You see here John not able to get control, but it's able to get forward. Morquinho receives it from Koulibaly. He takes the shot, and he just scuffs it and pulls it wide. Like I said, we're in the lower 40s tonight. You can really see some of the players, like the keepers, Henry and Nesma, bundled up. You can see the players, a lot of players with gloves on. Winds gusting up to 13 miles an hour. It's a little bit cooler this fall so far here in Georgia than we're normally used to seeing. This whole week it's been in the low 40s. We're expecting lows of in the 20s tonight, so expect the temperature to drop throughout this match. Deflected off of SSL. Foul on Sumo. Just going to have a little bit of a conversation. Center ref. Say these two teams, this is two brothers going at it. Big brother against little brother. And little brother was beaten in the regular season. They want to get Kalonji this time. They want to get him when it counts. And look at that jump over by Sumo. He's able to keep the ball in. He was able to jump over that challenge, but he's just not able to control the ball. Williams. Tiente. He makes it around the defender. Sends it forward, but deflected. Will be a throw, though. Deep in the SSL third. 19th minute we're entering. 0-0. Remember, we end in 90 minutes. Tied, we will go to 2 15-minute overtimes. If we still don't have a winner, we will go to the penalty spot. We must have a winner to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Leonard, he sends it long. Not able to get it to Sam. Irving. Tiente. Savory goes back to Irving. Pavlovsky goes back to Diaz. Cervera makes Diaz go all the way back to Henry. Now we'll start with Kamani. He sends it long. SSL defense able to run that ball down. Cervera up to Sam. Koulibaly's there in the middle. Leonard takes a shot. Saved by Henry. Thrown deep from Henry straight to Savory. He controls it and goes all the way back to Irving, who goes to Diaz. Sumo comes deep in the third to retrieve that ball. But they've got to go all the way back to Irving. SSL doing a great job with the press. Pavlovsky. Switch of the play. Loses possession, but he's going to earn a foul. Tiente is going to get us back underway. Pavlovsky. Tiente. And again, we go all the way back to Henry. Platez, he is a fantastic goalkeeper. A couple seasons ago, had a little bit of a stint in Germany. Here's a mistake, but given right back to Kalonji. Henry had a stint over in Germany, got to play some professional time over in Germany before coming back to Kalonji. Kalonji Pro-Profile have made it all the way to the national Final Four in the national playoffs. That's where you go after you win the playoffs here in Georgia. Winner goes to the national playoffs, earn a ticket into that battle, have to take on the winner of the Kentucky-Tennessee playoffs. That will start here in just a few weeks in December 16th or 17th. Here's an opportunity for Sumo. He's able to get to the ball. High press on him. Ochoa, Cervera are able to knock the ball off, but it goes back to Diaz. Southeast region is a region that is very, very productive in the national tournament after we get through these rounds of the playoffs. Last season's national champion from Florida, AS Frenzy. Last fall, the Southeast region representative, SEU Heat. They made it all the way to the final match and losing second place. Kalonji Pro-Profile has had a shot in the Final Four. Earned third spot in the Nationals. Dalton United was the representative last season in the spring. Were beaten by Tennessee Tempo. Tennessee Tempo also making it to the Final Four last year. So the Southeast is always represented quite well in the national tournament. Trying to get that ball forward was Leonard, not able to do so, but it is out for a throw. 24 minutes into this match. No real side with the high advantage, I would say. Only one corner so far. That was for SSL. No plastic given out. Remember that each team can have up to 7 subs in a match. Wouldn't expect to see anything in this first 45. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji. Collision between the defender and Nesma. Nesma is down. He looks to really feel that knock. I believe 23 is Blake for Kalonji Pro-Profile, who had a chance for that shot on goal. Take a look at what happened here. You can see this ball gets sent forward by Sumo right in the middle of the field. The defender and Nesma kind of get their little bit of their communication crossed. It looks like he's okay. He's up. He's moving. See coach talking to Leonard, having a little conversation about positions. Good to see that Nesma's okay. But you could see there the defender was wanting Nesma to come out a little bit faster than he came out, and at the last minute they collided. But it looks like Nesma's going to be okay. Like I said, we're in the low 40s tonight with high winds. So every knock that these players receive, they're going to feel it for a while. Trying to get that ball up to Koulibaly, but Irving says and sends it back. Diaz with a great little touch. He controls it. Down that far side. Sumo, he's trying to get around 3 players. He's not going to do so. Cervera takes it off of him. Or I'm sorry, that was Ochoa that took that off of Sumo. Back to Nesma. Nesma's able to clear it. Again, another little bit of communication error there. Sumo with the foul on Ochoa that time. Center official wants the ball back before we get back underway. Sent forward. John with a good turn, but he's not able to get that ball past Pavlovsky. White. Sandoval. Sandoval, he takes a shot. Nesma, he's able to control that ball. Had a little bit of a knuckle on it, but Nesma's able to control it. Oh, there's an opportunity. Shot taken, and it's in the back of the net. What a mistake by Henry. Melriquinho with the goal. Well, take a look here. You can see Diaz sending it back. There's a mistake. Koulibaly collides with Henry. Henry cannot get up in time, and easy for Melriquinho to put it into the back of the net, and it is 1-0 SSL. The little brother is the one that takes the lead, and Henry is filling that challenge. Mistake there by the right back for Kalonji. I believe that was Williams that had that mistake. Bit of a hospital pass back to Henry. Diaz. Now Kalonji, they've got to make up as the goal is scored in the 29th minute for SSL by Melriquinho. By, of course, number 29, Melriquinho. And Anthony Sumo is down. Looks like he may have taken a blow to the face. Let's take another look at that score. You can see here, Diaz slides it over. I believe that's Williams who tries to send it back. Hospital pass. Henry collides with Kubali, and that allows Morikino to easily slap that into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 SSL. Again, on the attack is SSL. Here's a chance, but he's going to be called offsides. Good call by the AR, as Sam was a little bit forward. Was that Sam? No, I'm sorry, that was Koulibaly. That was forward. Irving gets us back underway. Sandoval, he's able to control it. Williams trying to get it over to Sumo. He's not able to get that ball out from underneath of him. Here comes Koulibaly. He's dancing around Irving, but he can't get past the other two defenders. Henry comes out, grabs it. Good long ball forward from Henry, but didn't get, took a couple bounces before it got into the possession of Kalonji. Anthony Sumo just trying to use his stature to go around the two defenders. Gets around one, but not the second. Pavlovsky cuts that pass off. So far, no Patrick Okonkwo for Kalonji Pro-Profile. He was a major player in that win over SSL in the regular season. Junior Sandoval, he has possession, has to go all the way back to Pavlovsky. He sends it forward to Tiente. Good touch by Tiente. Shot taken, but it's pulled way over the bar by Williams, and it's out for a goal kick. Good control by a few of those senior players of Kalonji Pro-Profile. But Williams not able to control it. You can see here, Sandoval, he goes back to Pavlovsky, and that ball forward to Tiente, perfectly controlled by Tiente. And Williams just sends it with a little too much gusto. "33 minutes. SSL 1, Kalonji Pro-Profile 0. You're watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division action. It's the playoffs here on the ASMG YouTube channel. Foul committed there on Cervera. It's going to allow SSL to have a free kick. Update through the news wire. As it stands right now, Atlanta Rovers with a 1-0 lead on Potros FC. Atlanta Rovers really getting their season back where they expect it to be in the spring. They came out like gangbusters at the beginning of the season, and about midway through, the floor just kind of fell out from underneath of them, and they lost 4 of the last 5 and found their way out of the playoffs. Did major changes, both roster and in. Whoa, and there's an opportunity, and Henry has to paw it away. SSL wants a foul, but center official says no, get up. Just to finish that thought, Rovers had to make changes both on the coaching staff as well as on the player roster got themselves in the right frame of mind for this fall season and easily made it into the playoffs. Did lose the last match of the season to Legends FC, and have to give hats off to Legends FC with that win. The very last win of the season earns them a spot for next season in the Premier Division. They got out of the relegation zone. They survived for another season. Los Tigres and Vino Tinto Atlanta are relegated for the spring 2024 season. Had some really interesting stories throughout this season. North Georgia United really struggled throughout this season. They were at the bottom of the table for most of the first half of the season. They were able to stay alive and make it to next season. Here's SSL clearing the ball away. One of the big components for North Georgia was losing their main star striker, Sean McKeever, to Kalonji Pro-Profile this season. McKeever has not been able to play a lot this season with Kalonji, but that really hurt North Georgia. Here's a ball forward for SSL, had to be cleared away by Henry. Not the greatest throw-in by Som, but it was a throw-in nonetheless. Up to Koulibaly, back to Som. Som back flick to Cervera. Over to Morquinho, the goal scorer. Morquinho, he was able to control it for a little bit, but he gives it to Sumo. Now here's the transition for Kalonji. What can they do? Good control by Sumo. He's able to get it over to Savory on this near side. Savory has nowhere to go. He's able to get it forward, though, to Sandoval. It was quickly slint over to Tiente. Back into the box. Sumo! And Sumo puts it in the back of the net. And it's 1-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile. Great setup of play for Kalonji Pro-Profile to earn that make-up goal. What a goal for Kalonji Pro-Profile. Take a look at this action. Moving the ball all around, and Sumo just slots it right past Nesma. Nothing that Nesma could do, and it is 1-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile and SSL. The little brother hits first, but big brother hits back here in the 38th minute. Anthony Sumo with the goal. Fantastic set of work there by Kalonji, and now they're back on the attack. Shot taken, but grabbed by Nesma. White quickly takes that shot as he received it from Sandoval. Mistake by SSL gives them a chance. Oh, what a goal by Junior Sandoval out of nowhere. And it is 2-1. Take a look at this little action. Junior Sandoval with a rip. It bounces right in front of Nesma. He's not prepared, and it's into the back of the net. And in 39th minute, less than 60 seconds, and it's 2-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile, less than 60 seconds, and you have goals from Sandoval and Sumo, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul committed, and a yellow card is going to be issued to Irving. I believe, is that Yes, that is Kamani Irving that did receive that yellow card here in the 40th minute. So keep an eye on that. First card issued in this match comes in the 40th minute to Kamani Irving of Kalonji Pro-Profile. Kalonji Pro-Profile 2, SSL 1. Things got busy in a hurry as SSL took the lead in the 29th minute. Here comes the ball in. Oh, and he has to push that out is Henry, but it will be a corner. That was a good ball in from Leonard. This will be an in-swinger, the second one of the match. This is only the second corner of the match, both from SSL. Cleared away by Kalonji. Ochoa going all the way back to Trujillo. He sends it over to the near side here to Leonard. Koulibaly across. Cleared out by Diaz. Savory has to stretch out for that ball, but he's not able to clear it. Morquinho receives it. Ochoa takes it over to the left side, whipped back forward. Shot taken, and that was just going to be ripped wide. Just did not have any type of control on that when he took that shot from Cervera. Like I said, 29th minute, Morquinho with a goal for SSL, and then out of nowhere, Kalonji Pro-Profile with goals in the 38th and 39th minute from Anthony Sumo, and Junior Sandoval finds them in the lead. 42nd minute here at Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Stadium in Snellville, Georgia. This is the first round of the UPSL Georgia fall season playoffs. As we said before, so far the other match that's going on as well, Atlanta Rovers and Potros FC. Atlanta Rovers has a 1-0 lead. Let's see if we can get an update on that match in just a few moments. SSL gets us back underway. Cervera moving through the midfield. Tried to give that away was Koulibaly, but not able to do so. But Sam still able to control it. It's in the 39th minute, and it is still 1-0 Rovers over Potros. Sent forward, but controlled by Trujillo. That ball gets knocked out. It will be a Kalonji throw. If we can get an update on the Atlanta United Academy versus Atlanta City match, we will give that to you as well. Throw in from Kalonji. Tiente. That ball goes all the way back to Irving. Sumo is fouled. This will be the first yellow card issued to SSL. That one is going to go to Number 24, Jallo, here in the 45th minute. So 1 yellow card issued to both sides. Sumo's okay. He's up and moving. We talk all season about Anthony Sumo and his size and stature. Really holds off opponents. Able to shoot with both his left and his right. One of the players that Kalonji relies on. Whipped into the box. Headed away by SSL. We'll see how many minutes of stoppage time we get as we are entering stoppage time. Here comes Morquinho down the near side. He's able to get around Pavlovsky, but he's not able to control the ball, and it's out for a throw for Kalonji deep in the Kalonji third. Kalonji clear the ball away. But SSL with retention. Ochoa. Jallo. Trujillo. Forward. Good run, but he's going to be called offside. Saw him with a good run, but able to get caught offside by that offside trap from Kalonji's defense. Like I said, both of these teams know each other so well. A product of the same system. SSL broke away from Kalonji last season. Earned a path into Division 1, from Division 1 into Premier this season. Was not expected to make the playoffs, but did so easily. We're at the top of the table for most of the first half of this season. And we're at the top of the table for a while, or at the top of the table for quite a while. Dalton had to really fight to win it back, and that is going to be halftime here at Charlie Jordan Field, and we are going to end that first half 2-1. A little bit of a nonchalant ending there, but we end 2-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile with 2 quick goals in the 38th and 39th minute from Anthony Sumo and Junior Sandoval, and the goal that was scored by SSL being number 29, Morquinho, with the goal. And we're at 2-1 right now. The big brother is leading the little brother. Can that stay like it did in the regular season? We'll find out in 45 minutes. Stick around. We're going to go away for a few moments, but we'll be back for the second half of Kalonji Pro-Profile versus SSL. Don't go away.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
It's going to be an outswinger to start us off. Whipped in a little short, cleared out by Kalonji, but they get it right back, lifted into the box, but it goes out, and it easily grab. It's good to see that he's back in the Kalonji roster. Here's a chance working around over to the mid, takes the shot, and he pulls it wide. See what they can do against Atlanta Rovers. Here's Sumo around the defender. He takes it with his left, but saved by Net. Fantastic season with them after his season was over and the contract settled. Comes back to Kalonji Pro-Profile for the last bit of the season and ready for the playoffs. There's a shot right off the top. Ohana cut off by Kalonji, but not able to control it. Morquinho now, he's on a run on the near side. He's got to take the shot. Just pulls. Cervera up to Sam. Koulibaly's there in the middle. Leonard takes a shot. Saved by a match. Wouldn't expect to see anything in this first 45. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji. Collision between the Sandoval. Sandoval, he takes a shot. Nesma, he's oh, there's an opportunity. Shot taken, and it's SSL in the regular season. Junior Sandoval, he has possession, has to go all the way back to Pavlovsky. He sends it forward to Tiente. Good touch by Tiente. Shot taken, but it and found their way out of the playoffs. Did major changes, both roster and in. Whoa, and there's an opportunity, and Henry has to paw it away. It was quickly slant over to Tiente, back into the box. Sumo, and Sumo puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-1. Kalonji Pro. Fantastic set of work there by Kalonji, and now they're back on the attack. Shot taken, but grabbed by Nesma. Mistake by SSL gives them a chance. Oh, what a goal by as SSL took the lead in the 29th minute. Here comes the ball in. Oh, and he has to push that out is SSL. It's going to be an outswinger to start us off. Whipped in a little short, cleared out by Kalonji, but they get it right back, lifted into the box, but it goes out, and it easily grabbed. Good to see that he's back in the Kalonji roster. Here's a chance working around over to the mid. Takes the shot, and he pulls it wide. Let's see what they can do against Atlanta Rovers. Here's Sumo around the defender. He takes it with his left, but saved by Fantastic season with them after his season was over and the contract settled. Comes back to Kalonji Pro-Profile for the last bit of the season and ready for the playoffs. There's a shot right off the top. Ohana cut off by Kalonji, but not able to control it. Morquinho now, he's on a run on the near side. He's got to take the shot. Just pulls. Cervera up to Sam. Koulibaly's there in the middle. Leonard takes a shot. Saved by a match. Wouldn't expect to see anything in this first 45. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji. Collision between the Sandoval. Sandoval, he takes a shot. Nesma, he's oh, there's an opportunity. Shot taken, and it's SSL in the regular season. Junior Sandoval, he has possession, has to go all the way back to Pavlovsky. He sends it forward to Tiente. Good touch by Tiente. Shot taken, but it and found their way out of the playoffs. Did major changes, both roster and in. Whoa, and there's an opportunity, and Henry has to paw it away. It was quickly slint over to Tiente, back into the box. Sumo, and Sumo puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-1. Kalonji Pro. Fantastic set of work there by Kalonji, and now they're back on the attack. Shot taken, but grabbed by Nesma. Mistake by SSL gives them a chance. Oh, what a goal by as SSL took the lead in the 29th minute. Here comes the ball in. Oh, and he has to push that out is SSL. It's going to be an outswinger to start us off. Whipped in a little short, cleared out by Kalonji, but they get it right back. Lifted into the box, but it goes out, and it easily grabbed. Good to see that he's back in the Kalonji roster. Here's a chance working around over to the mid. Takes the shot, and he pulls it wide. Let's see what they can do against Atlanta Rovers. Here's Sumo around the defender. He takes it with his left, but saved by fantastic season with them after his season was over and the contract settled. Comes back to Kalonji Pro-Profile for the last bit of the season and ready for the playoffs. There's a shot right off the top. Ohana cut off by Kalonji, but not able to control it. Morquinho now, he's on a run on the near side. He's got to take the shot. Just pulls. Cervera up to Sam. Koulibaly's there in the middle. Leonard takes a shot. Saved by a match. Wouldn't expect to see anything in this first 45. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji. Collision between the Sandoval. Sandoval, he takes a shot. Nesma, he's oh, there's an opportunity. Shot taken, and it's SSL in the regular season. Junior Sandoval, he has possession, has to go all the way back to Pavlovsky. He sends it forward to Tiente. Good touch by Tiente. Shot taken, but it and found their way out of the playoffs, did major changes, both roster and in. Whoa, and there's an opportunity, and Henry has to pawl it away. It was quickly slint over to Tiente, back into the box. Sumo, and Sumo puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-1. Kalonji Pro. Fantastic set of work there by Kalonji, and now they're back on the attack. Shot taken, but grabbed by Nesma. Mistake by SSL gives them the chance. Oh, what a goal by, as SSL took the lead in the 29th minute. Here comes the ball in. Oh, and he has to push that out. And welcome back here to Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Stadium. Snellville, Georgia is where we find ourselves for this match between Kalonji Pro-Profile and SSL. We're currently at 2-1. We were here bringing you all the activity for tonight's matchup in the playoffs. It is a brisk 40 degrees here in Snellville, Georgia. Feels like 34, and it will continue to drop in this half. SSL got us underway on the scoreboard in the 29th minute by number 29, Morquinho. Then in the 38th minute, Anthony Sumo with a goal for Kalonji. And less than 60 seconds later, Junior Sandoval with an amazing goal. And it is now 2-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile over SSL. SSL is going to get us back underway the second half, the second 45. They're in their all red kits. They're moving from right to left. Kalonji Pro-Profile in their all white kits, moving from left to right. Thank you for joining us for this playoff match in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division. 3 matches in the first round of the playoffs. Other matches that are going on right now. Atlanta Rovers leading in that match over Potros FC 1-0. We're still waiting to get an update on the score between Atlanta United Academy and Atlanta City FC. The semifinals await, with Dalton United going to take on the lowest seed that gets through this first round. Sent back forward by Irving. Shot taken and pulled wide by Williams. Just got an update across the wire from that Atlanta United and Atlanta City FC match. It is 2-2 in that matchup. And remember, all 3 of these matches of the first round, he's going to be called offside. I was going to say, those are too many SSL players were past that Kalonji back line. That had to have been an offside. But everybody in this first round, we need to have a winner. So if it is at a draw of the first 90, it will go to 2 rounds of 15 minutes. If a winner is still not declared, it will go to the penalty spot. We need winners for these 3 matches, and that was a high boot committed by Ayambo, and he's going to be talked at by the center official. Just warned to be careful with that. Kalonji will get us back our way. They're right at the center circle. Sent forward. Cleared out by SSL. Long. Able to get around the defender. Morquinho couldn't do anything with it. Great work by Irving. Morquinho coming back, fighting for that ball, but he gets fouled. He commits the foul, excuse me. Pavlovsky gets us started. Three matches underway at the same time here in the first round of the playoffs. Koulibaly tried to do something there, but it's into the grasp of Henry. Henry Pelitez with a great save once again for Kalonji Pro-Profile. Have to say, for those 3 goals that were scored in that first half, Morquinho's goal for SSL was more of a opportunistic goal, whereas the 2 goals for Kalonji were just good, beautiful goals. Good team goal for Sumo, and then just an overall individual goal for Junior Sandoval. Good ball forward, try to get it to Tiente. It gets knocked out. That will be a corner. Yes, will be a corner for Kalonji. That'll be their first corner of the match. Only 2 corners in that first 45, both of them for SSL. It's going to be an in-swinger. Taken to the back post, headed forward. Sumo, deflected. Just a bad touch by Koulibaly. Pavlovsky, he's not able to get that pass right. Ochoa, good ball forward to Severa. Severa's going to be fouled. Quickly stands on the ball, Pavlovsky, to keep SSL from a quick restart. We get back underway. Ohana forward. Diaz was there. Severa cut it off. But Kalonji quickly receive it, transition. Trying to cleared away. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical delay. But we are back up. Junior Sandoval with the shot. But he's going to be called offside. Back underway here, Shiloh Stadium. SSL with the ball. Trying to work down that far side, lifting it into the box. Cleared away by Williams. Kalonji Pro-Profile get back underway here in the 54th minute of this first round playoff match. Kalonji Pro-Profile with a 2-1 lead over SSL. SSL able to get the ball forward. Cervera, he's trying to get it forward to Yambo. Here's a chance, but there's going to be a foul committed on Irving by Som before that happened. Got a long stretch of track behind these goals that once that ball gets away, got to run it down. No ball boys for tonight's matchup, so it's on the players to retrieve the ball. Back underway here in the 55th minute. Kalonji throwing it down this near side. Still 1-0 in the Atlanta Rovers Potros FC match. Junior Sandoval, he's going to be fouled by Cervera there. And Cervera is going to earn, or I believe that might, that's Ochoa. Ochoa is the one that's going to receive the yellow card. Ochoa receives the yellow card here in the 56th minute. Tony Tiente standing over this ball just about 24 yards out, right about in the middle of the pitch. Plenty of space for Tiente or Junior Sandoval standing behind him to get that ball up and down. Got a 5-6-man wall for SSL. Tiente lifts it softly into the arms of Nesma. Irving was able to control it, almost gave it up, but Diaz is there to retrieve it for Kalonji. They're able to get it forward to Sumo. Sumo trying to dance around Cervera, but he loses possession, and Cervera, he's trying to get it forward, but not able to get it to Som. Out for a throw. '58th minute. Kalonji taking the lead in the 39th minute. Can SSL find their way back into this match and make it interesting for the last 30 minutes or so? Cervera cuts that off. And there's a foul on Som, a big foul. That one's going to be issued to Williams. Nasty little foul there. Here in the 58th minute. Sent forward, but cut off by Kalonji. Trying to do something with it, but Leonard cut it off. Ohana. And there's a foul issued to Williams, who had just fouled Psalm. And this one is going to be Sandoval getting us back underway. Ochoa. Down that far side, up to Koulibaly. Good dance on that near line, but that ball could not get to Morquinho, and Cervera was not able to catch up to it. And it's going to get knocked out. Will be a throw for Kalonji. Good step in front of that pass, but they lose possession right back to SSL. Koulibaly heads that right back into the path of Tiente. White is able to get it to Sandoval. That ball, bit of a deflection, but into the path of Sumo. Sumo could not get that forward. Morquinho. Cervera loses it. Sumo, and that's a harsh challenge there by Cervera, and he's going to earn a yellow. 61st minute. And now Cervera is on the board. Yellow cards are starting to pile up in this match. 3 for SSL, 2 for Kalonji. That Atlanta Rovers Potros match is about 12 minutes behind, well, about 8 or 9 minutes behind us. Rovers still with a 1-0 lead. Sandoval gets us back underway. He takes a shot straight at goal, and he just pulls it wide. It'll go out for a goal kick. As soon as we get an update on the Atlanta United Academy Atlanta City match, we'll let you know. Because that second round of the playoffs will come very fast. This weekend, who will take on Dalton United? We'll find out here in just about 30 minutes. Kalonji able to work the ball off of SSL in the midfield. Pavlovsky's able to get the ball forward. Tiente now. Williams not able to get it back to Tiente. And Kalonji just allow that ball to go out, be a throw for them. Diaz over to Sandoval. Sam wanted possession, but center official decides otherwise. It will be a Kalonji throw. Sandoval and Tiente working the ball forward. Foul committed by SSL. This foul gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors for this match. Images Frozen in Time. If you're looking for photography needs, weddings, celebrations, things of that nature, you look at Images Frozen in Time and our friends over at Non-Pro Soccer that bring you all of the stats that you need for lower league soccer and all the way up through the professionals. Look for it on nonprosoccer.com. News through the wire, Atlanta City has taken the lead 3-2. And in extra time. This could be a major upset in the playoffs. Almost stunned to say that out loud. Tried to take that shot, and Sam just didn't get it right, and it goes out for a goal kick. It was a good ball forward. You see here on the replay, this ball gets to Sam, and he tries to control it and get it on frame, but Diaz just knocked him off of his position enough. And there's only 5 minutes to go in that match between Atlanta City and Atlanta United Academy, with City in the lead 3-2. We could have a major upset in our hands, folks. Atlanta City had to get it right for their last match of the season to make the playoffs, as they had been knocked out by UMA, who had a sensational second half of the season, earning promotion from Division I. Started the season without their starters as they were on college responsibilities, and they started the season with their academy. And they had to take on Dalton United and Atlanta United Academy and other top teams, and really struggled to find their form. Came on late in the season and earned their way into the season. For the spring season, they'll be in the Premier, and they will be a formidable team in the spring, as all of their star players will be back from their college duties. They almost pulled it off. They got knocked out of the playoffs by 1 point, thanks to that win for Atlanta City. Junior Sandoval with possession. Goes back to Irving. Irving goes forward to White. Tried a little bit of a long ball from Irving, and that one went out for a throw for SSL. SSL got about 22 minutes in stoppage time. Need another goal to potentially have extra time here. Henry comes out, gains possession, cuts off a few seconds from that clock. Sandoval now. Trying to get around that defense, and he's not able to do so. Foul committed. That's what you don't need right there is for Kalonji is any silly fouls at this point for knocking the ball away or bumping into a player just to try to kill the clock. Moraquinho, he's able to receive the ball. He takes the shot. Almost made it. That was a great opportunity by Moraquinho to get SSL back into level with Kalonji. Take a look at this one here because Moraquinho pretty much from out of nowhere receives the ball, moves into the middle of the pitch, takes the shot with his left, and it just lifts past that far side of the goal. It had eyes, just didn't have the angle right. Three matches going at the same time. Kalonji Pro-Profile leading SSL 2-1. Atlanta Rovers leading Potros FC 1-0. And Atlanta City FC leading Atlanta United Academy. I didn't think I would say that one out loud, folks. Atlanta United Academy made it to the playoff finals last season in the spring against Dalton United. That had to have been one of the greatest matches that we've covered here at Atlanta Soccer Media Group. Was a extreme entertainment, back and forth, goes to extra time. Dalton United able to score late in the match to earn the victory. Both matches between Dalton United and Atlanta United were absolutely amazing to watch in the spring. Coming down to last second goals for victories for both sides. SSL need a goal, otherwise their season is over. SSL earned the foul. White gets us back. That ball was still moving. Center official also didn't like that it was a little too far forward. But White just gets us back underway anyways. Trying to get that ball forward, not able to do so. But I believe he's going to call a handball there. Lifted forward by Kalonji. Sandoval tried to do something there. Not able to get it through that defense of SSL. Having to go back and recycle the ball is Kalonji. Tiente over to Phillips. Phillips cannot get past that defense. Foul, gonna whistle back, get it restarted for SSL. Tried to play advantage. There's another foul. SSL trying to work down this near side. Som, he switches it over to Morquinho. Morquinho trying to work around the defender. And he can't keep it in, and it goes out for a goal kick. Just couldn't get that ball from underneath his feet. Diaz sends it forward. Sandoval not able to head it. SSL gained possession, working down that far side, and it's blasted out for a throw. This is the second round of the Kalonji Derby for this fall season. These two teams that are a portion of the Kalonji system. SSL broke off from Kalonji to form their own organization. The first round of the Derby that happened during the season, Kalonji Pro-Profile with the victory. SSL wanted to return the favor here in the playoffs, not able to do so far. Here comes a substitution for Kalonji Pro-Profile. Number 34 is off. He's replaced by number 24. Number 24 should be Diakite. Good work around that midfield by Leonard, but cannot do anything with it. Sandoval able to get that ball over to Tiente. Phillips now on this far side, or near side, excuse me. He has possession, and Jallo with the challenge, and the center official is going to say it's a penalty. Let's look at that, folks, because I don't know if that was. Phillips on a run on this near side. Jallo taken. Gotta say, I understand why the center official called the penalty. Yes, Jallo did get the ball, but he also got a lot of the player himself. So it is going to be, the center official is going to go over and talk to the AR that was near that challenge. Let's see what they decide. The AR talked, he said it was the all ball, and it is said that no penalty is called. Great call by the officials, had the conversation. The official says that that was a great challenge by Jallo and that it is not going to be a penalty, that it will be a corner for Kalonji, but it will not be a penalty. Great work there by our officials to converse, make sure they got that call right. No VAR in these lower leagues, so it is up to the referees to have a conversation, make sure that the call is right. This is going to be an outswinger. Cleared. Back in. And that one's deflected away. And that'll be another corner, I believe, for Kalonji. Again, another cool night. Outswinger. Nesma gets a hand on it. Back into the box. Cleared away. It'll be a throw for Kalonji. Like I said, it is in the low 40s. Feels like it's in the low 30s with the wind. We started this season in the upper 90s back in August. And now we're all the way down in the 30s. A lot changes here in these fall seasons. Cannot control that ball on either side, and it goes out for an SSL throw. Leonard is told to hold up as there's a substitute for SSL. And it's John's day is done. Jallo gets us back underway. Jallo happy to not be on the hook for a penalty there. '81st minute, it is still 2-1. Kalonji Pro-Profile over SSL. It's in the 73rd minute against the Atlanta Rovers and Potros FC. Atlanta Rovers still holding on to that 1-0 lead. It is a final in Marietta, and folks, it is Atlanta United Academy 2, Atlanta City FC 4. That is your major upset already in the first round of the UPSL Georgia Premier Division playoffs. 8th seed Atlanta City FC come in the first round, and they knock off 2nd seed Atlanta United Academy. Major changes. Could SSL get something to get back level with Kalonji here in these last 9 minutes plus stoppage time? So we know for a matter of a fact, come second round of the playoffs, Atlanta City FC will have to travel to Dalton Stadium to take on 1st seed Dalton United. The winner of this match will take on the winner of Atlanta Rovers versus Potros FC. That is a major change of events. We did not expect to see that, folks. Atlanta City FC coming out of nowhere these last 2 weeks. Coach Joao must be over the moon with that victory. Again, Atlanta United Academy's Matthew Dijon with the golden boot for this fall season with 14 goals. Don't forget that Atlanta City FC and Dalton United this regular season, they drew. Phillips trying to find a path forward, stumbles on his own. Allows SSL. Move the ball down this near side. Som. He switches it. Not able to control it, but Morquinho has it, and he pulls it wide. Kalonji wanted a foul by Koulibaly. It's going to be a goal kick. We'll take a look at that exchange. You see here Koulibaly loses control, takes out Irving, allows Morquinho to take a shot. It goes out. Yeah, during that regular season, Atlanta City FC, Dalton United, back in week 12, it was a 2-2 draw. So as it looks like Kamani Irving's going to be okay. Also, Koulibaly looks to be okay for SSL. It's going to be a goal kick for Kalonji. Henry gets us back underway, and Diaz moving down the near side. Lifts it forward. Trujillo cuts that off, but Nesma, not the greatest of clearances, and it's going to be a throw deep in the SSL third. Kalonji working the ball, lifting it, but that one's going to go out. It's going to be a goal kick. 87 minutes. Kalonji holding on to that 2-1 lead since the 39th minute. 2 back-to-back goals in less than 60 seconds is what is the key to this victory as it stands for Kalonji. Kalonji, Phillips, he receives it, makes the turn, and he's going to be fouled by Jallo. No card issued, but a foul nonetheless. Blake is over the ball for Kalonji. He's just going to lift this forward. Not the best ball forward. SSL able to get it forward. Now they make a run, trying to slot that ball through, not able to do so, but still able to control it. Koulibaly. Ochoa. A little slow in that movement, but Leonard's able to earn a throw. Looks like we have a substitute for SSL. It's coming out here on the near side. Going to be replaced. Foul by Kalonji. Not that far out of the box. Trying to see who it is that was substituted. Don't have a number for, or a name, excuse me, for number 91. "81 minutes into the last match of the night. Rovers still holding on to that 1-0 lead. As it stands right now, it would be the Atlanta Rovers welcoming Kalonji Pro-Profile, and Dalton United welcoming Atlanta City. Shot taken right at Henry, but he doesn't control it, but it goes right back into his arms. That really could have ended up badly for Henry. He got lucky there as the SSL player that was making the on-run just basically kicked it right back into Henry's arms. Tiente fouled. Take a look at that shot that was just taken by SSL. And you see, yeah, that brand new player that just came on, number 91, just didn't get that right and just kicked it right back into Henry's arms. Leonard. Over to Jallo. Ochoa. His pass is cut off. Lifted high. Knocked out for a throw for Kalonji. Again, thank you for watching this UPSL Georgia Premier Division action live on the ASMG YouTube channel. Tiente tried to get through there, not able to do so. Had to jump over a sliding defender. And that ball cleared far out of the stadium. "92nd minute. Trying to locate another ball to get us back underway. We'll see how much more time the center official is going to allow. There was 3 minutes of stoppage time that was called. With this delay, we could end up sliding into a 4th minute easily. Two to one, Kalonji Pro-Profile. Can they hold on for just about another 60 to 90 seconds and earn a way into the semifinals? The season didn't go exactly the way that Coach Bruno would have liked, but they're in the spot where they need to be. Cleared out. Throw in by SSL. Over to Jallo. He sends it forward, but cleared away by Kalonji. Phillips now. He holds up. Sandoval. Phillips. Back to Sandoval. Sandoval. So good at holding the ball as Junior Sandoval. Has been in this game for a long time. Moving down that far side. Lose possession. SSL looking to turn quickly. Leonard trying to force it. He's not going to get it. But Ochoa receives it. Is fouled by Sandoval. We are at the mercy of the center official for the end of this match. Ochoa is going to lift it forward. Should be the last chance. Foul on Henry. That could just about do it for SSL's season. Sent forward. SSL trying to get the ball forward quickly. Trying to get it to Koulibaly. He's able to control it. He gets it over. Shot. Oh, right into the arms of Henry. That could have been it. He just didn't get the ball out from underneath him, and that is going to be the end of the match. That was what SSL needed. They had been given a gift at the end of the match, and they just didn't get it right here. You see here, they move the ball forward. Koulibaly has it. He's able to get it forward. He slides it across, and he cannot get it out from underneath his feet correctly. And it goes down into the arms of Henry, and it is all she wrote. We end the match. Kalonji Pro-Profile 2, SSL 1. That ends the season for SSL. They had a great season, got a lot farther than we expected them to. But nonetheless, that is it for them. Like we said in the other matches, Atlanta United Academy falls to Atlanta City FC 4-2. In the 89th minute, Atlanta Rovers is still leading Potros FC 1-0. Semifinals, Dalton United will welcome Atlanta City FC to Dalton Stadium. If it stays 1-0, Atlanta Rovers will welcome Kalonji Pro-Profile to Atara Stadium. As soon as that match is over, we will give you an update on all of our social media. That is going to do it for us here at Atlanta Soccer Media Group for this matchup. For Andre Bomar, I've been Larry Weaver. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you next time on the Atlanta Soccer Media Group's YouTube channel.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.